shit, I just left. And there are whales right in front of me. I don't know if I can get them on camera. I think there's 2 of them. Oh, geez, they're breaching. Let's see if I can get them on camera. Jesus. I think they're young. Kind of coming right for me here. Oh, that's really close. Well, that was pretty cool. I didn't see them until I was too close to really change course, and there was a pond out there full of people with cameras taking pictures of them. And I kind of, I don't know if I ruined their pictures or made them better, but that guy over there is a Columbia 36 that was in the bay. He left about a half hour before me. We're actually keeping pace with him, which is really weird because I've never kept pace with anybody in my life. This boat or any other. I just set the pole out on the jib. The wind has been lightening up for a couple hours, and it gets to a point where with this roll still, the sail fills with a bang. It sounds like the whole rig is going to come down. You know, the mast shakes, and hear the jib car, you know, pop on the deck. So I knew I needed to pull it out, but it's really kind of a pain in the ass alone. I got to get down a, you know, it's kind of a system how to do it that makes sense to me, because it's, I mean, I only took a couple trips up to the bow, but in this roll, you know, see, I got my harness on. In this roll, I just don't want to end up in the water. Anyway, the pole's up, and that'll help stop the bang, and still not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to do watches yet. It's 11 o'clock at night. I just took in some of the jib, trying to get the boat speed down. We've just been just flying, you know, over 7 knots, and just so much stress on the boat and on me. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep, but so we're down around 5 knots, so that's something. I wish I could show you what it looks like outside, but obviously it's too dark. Well, survived night number 1. It's like 8 in the morning. I ended up setting my alarm for 45 minutes or so each time, and then I'd get up and look around. But I never really slept much, you know. I don't think the alarm went off one time. So you know, it's always that way for me on first night anyway. But I maybe got a couple hours though. I remember dreaming about something. So that's good. And we're on to day number 2. We're about even with Acapulco now, about 23 miles off the coast. So I might have to think about adding some sail at some point or something. We need to motor anyway. The batteries are low. They were already low when we left, and and the wind was so good yesterday, I just immediately started sailing. So then, of course, we've been running the autopilot and the radar and refrigeration and stuff. So I'll probably have to motor for a little while at some point, but I don't know, maybe I'll have some coffee first. On a brighter note, we did do a daily run of 129.6 miles yesterday. The wind has finally filled in enough to where we're up over 4 knots, wing and wing. That trouble keeping the jib full for some reason, but I think just is probably the light wind in the roll. But it seems to be doing much better now. Hopefully we can just keep this up for a while. 4.2 knots isn't going to win any races, but it's pretty easy sailing, so I'm more than happy with it. I was just sitting here thinking if I should change the sails, because I got a pulled out jib and the single reefed main, and we're wing and wing. The wind picked up, and now it's kind of moderated. I'm doing like 5 knots. And I thought, well, I should take down the main like last night. Maybe I still will, but my Indecision. Oh, the sun's just about to go down. It's just going to be another beautiful sunset, of course. But I never drink when I'm sailing, so I figured I should have a beer, and maybe that would help me to decide what to do with these sails, and also to maybe I can sleep tonight. Yeah, one beer is going to do the trick. But anyway, it's a beautiful night, and I deserve it, so screw it. Well, it is 7 a.m. Almost 7 a.m. on day 3. I managed to get some sleep. I got like 5 hours of sleep. Set my alarm for 1 hour intervals. I did. There was one bad thing happened though, and I'm reluctant to even say it. I got up at one of the times. I think it was 2 a.m. But there was a ship astern of us, or not astern of us, a beam of us, 3.5 miles away, going the opposite direction. So I didn't know it until it was already, there. I have alarms set, an AIS alarm, so if it comes within a mile of us, or if its closest point of approach is within a mile of us at any point, then the alarm would go off. So I would have known had he been heading closer towards me way before he got to me. But regardless, it was a little unnerving to see him so close and not have known that he was there until I saw him there. So I might have to rethink my watch schedule. Well, here's a question for you. I've got about 120 miles left to Puerto Angel. It's like 9:15 in the morning. The wind is really light. We're going right about 3 knots right now. So the question is this. If I can make 100 miles today in 24 hours, or a little even less, I can get into Puerto Angel tomorrow afternoon or early evening, during daylight certainly. If the wind's this light and I sail the whole way, I don't motor, I might have to spend another night out. So the question is this: do you motor in order to get in tomorrow in daylight? Or you just bite the bullet and sail at 2.5, 3 knots and stay out a 4th night and then go in the next day? That's the question. Nights are hard. I'll preface it that way. Nights are hard, man. So anyway, that's my quandary. I'm going to think about that today. If the wind picks up, everything's fine. At this rate, though, I'm hard pressed to make it tomorrow in daylight. I did the math, and we need 3.8 knots average in order to get to Puerto Angel with about an hour left of daylight. About 6 o'clock. 3.8 average. How are we doing?